What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap video from last night or early this morning, depending on your time zone. And that's right, but first things first, shout out to everyone on the day off. I hope you guys are enjoying a day away from the vortex and doing something fun. Your boy Duty is actually planning to put into work today. I will be streaming today at 10 o'clock, and I got a special guest hopefully coming on that will talk about the new Detractor game. And that's right, your boy Duty is giving away a couple copies. If you have some time at 10 o'clock, stop by. It should be a lot of fun. So anyway, let's get into the video, folks. Our boy Phil had a pretty crappy gameplay day, and of course he tried his best to avoid the main topic, which of course was May 1st, the burst. So let's get into it.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was May 1st, 2024, the beginning of a new month, which means, of course, the beginning of a new setup of decorations and stuff behind me on camera. And awesome start to the month with two really great streams today. Let's talk about that. First stream today, we started off with the chill level 1 podcast, and what I mean by that is it was really chill. Like, I didn't have any gaming news to talk about or anything like that. I literally have one announcement. I decided that the next marathon we're going to do is an indies game marathon, but get this. PC centric. I want to make good use of my mini PC. So therefore, we want people to nominate games that are going to be on PC and runnable on that mini PC. And the thread is already open. If you're interested, the thread is on the community tab of this channel on the main channel page to nominate games. There will actually be a link in my streams that'll auto paste over the course of the next several weeks so you can post up. The most nominated games will make it to a poll that people will then vote on between the middle of the month to the end of the month. And the marathon will be held actually on Saturday, the 25th of May. Okay, cool. Anyway, outside of that, there was just a ton of relaxed Q&A, and it was a really good time. Then we continued on with...
Yes, let's talk about the podcast. The podcast that saw our boy Phil spend this whole day trying to block the trolls. And you know why. Yesterday was May 1st, the bursting, the anniversary. It's been 8 years since our boy Phil decided to expose himself to the internet. And every year, everyone makes a huge celebration of it, except for Phil. And for some reason, he was extra touchy about it this year. Most years in the past, he'll kind of brush it off and call Detractor stupid and dumb. But this year, for some reason, he wanted to completely ignore it. He had a few mods out in force, deleting all of the detractors, and it looks like the boy received several tips and super chats mentioning the bursting, and Phil had nothing to do with it. He just deleted it. He didn't even insult the people, which we normally get from Phil. Usually when he gets one of these troll tips or troll comments about the bursting, he'll say, oh, they're so stupid and so dumb. It's been 8 years. Why? Who the hell is talking about this? He did not mention it at all yesterday. It was almost like he was trying to avoid it. And it's probably because in the last several years, it's been huge. You have all of these content creators that actually stream on the May 1st, and they relived the day. Your boy Duty was supposed to stream yesterday, but got caught up in a car accident, not my own, someone else's, and I couldn't stream. But you had Maricat out there. You had, I think Iviga streamed. You had the almighty Tevin. You had It's a Gundam. By the way, I was supposed to be a guest on It's a Gundam show last night, but I couldn't make it. I have family obligations around that time, so I couldn't be on the stream. But we were going to talk about the Fappening and Phil. I was supposed to have a segment with Keem, almighty Tevin, and I think that being said was supposed to be on it as well. I'm not sure if we were supposed to be on all together or if they were going to bring us in different phases. I was supposed to go on at 6 o'clock. But I just couldn't. Your boy Duty had some other responsibilities to take care of. Anyway, yeah. And the interesting thing is that, Phil loves to talk about how he owns the meme. Why didn't you own the Fappening meme, Phil? Why this year you didn't want to mention it and you went full force not to even bring it up or talk about it? Why? You could have used it to make some money. You could have gotten some sympathy tips from some of the dents that felt bad for you. But no, you just wanted to shut it down and not bring it up and talk about it at all. And then you have people out here streaming it, talking about it, making bank. It's a Gundam himself made over $1,600 last night, celebrating the Fappening. And I think Review Tech USA, Rich probably streamed as well, but I didn't check it out. If he did, he probably made some money too. Maricat probably made some bank, new memberships and so on. Everyone that streamed it and talked about it made a killing on it. Except for who? Except for Phil. And why? Because his legacy is too important. His pride is too important. You would think if he really had pride and cared about his legacy, after the Fappening, he would have never showed his face on the internet. But I guess greed and laziness trumps pride. So he doesn't care how stupid he looks and that he is the laughingstock of the entire internet. He doesn't care as long as he can stream and make money. That's the most important piece here. And he'll keep doing it until eventually the 100 or so people that support and watch him, that really watch him, give up and just move on to someone else. Really, Phil, how long can a 42-year-old boomer keep this up? Well, when you're going to be bald, which you're almost there, Phil, and gray, you really think these 20 and 30-year-olds that watch YouTube are going to come to your channel? I doubt it. Anyway, don't forget, today I'm going to be streaming. I'll talk about the Fappening, but the main focus will be talking about the Detractor game. Anyway, let's keep going.
Fallout 4. And today was the day of melee progress, because today I found a bunch of melee style weapons that are really good for my class. Remember, I'm the Idiot Savant melee strength build. No hacking, no intelligence whatsoever, no charisma whatsoever. Just kind of an oaf bumbling around, but actually destroying everything in his path. So, not only did we end up getting some awesome weapons, we had boss fights, 2 boss fights today. A Mirelurk Queen and a ginormous super mutant. That was really cool. Made progress in a bunch of quests, rescued Nick Valentine, and I'm in position for more awesome plot progress. So, overall today, really awesome stream of Fallout 4, super fun. I hope you will check out the videos. I'm having a great time with this playthrough overall, so I hope that you are too. Remember, if you're liking it, please like the videos, leave comments, engage with this content. This is by far the most engaged playthrough I've had in a while, and I'm really enjoying that, and it's helping the channel, so please keep that up if you can. And awesome stuff. I'm continuing that this weekend. I'll talk about that in a sec. Tonight.
Yeah, so, sorry about that. I had you on mute. This whole, I don't understand what the fuck he's talking about FallGout saving the business, because it really isn't. He's getting maybe 300 viewers on it, and it dies towards the middle of the stream because no one, people get bored and move on, especially the detractors. Support's abysmal. Support's not good at all. He got, what, like $20 in Super Chat yesterday? And then he got $70 on the stream, and what, 50 of that was from an anonymous donor. All these anonymous tippers. The one thing you're going to realize yesterday is the night stream and the first stream and the night stream, he got these bombs, and that was the only thing that actually made the stream viable for the guy. He got a $50 anonymous donor, because every time, we all know those anonymous donors are actually OIC. And last night during the Elden Ring playthrough, he got a $30 tip. He got a $30 tip from, yes again, anonymous. All of these fucking anonymous people, ever since 1 Minute Man yeeted Phil and moved on to something else, all you see now is these anonymous donors. Come on, OIC. We all fucking know it's you, man. We all know it's you. Just tag your name to it and at least get some credit. I don't know why you're so embarrassed nowadays to associate yourself with Phil. Maybe because you're transitioning, and Phil is, of course, a misogynist and a transphobe and everything else, and you don't want to be seen to be associating with someone like Phil. But don't donate. Don't give him any cash. The way you send the message with Phil is you stop supporting him. That's what 1 Minute Man's supposedly doing right now. He wanted to send a message to him that he didn't like his attitude and didn't like that he shut his political view down. So what did he do? He took his basket, he took his ball home, and decided, all right, if you don't let me play, no one's gonna play. And he's not giving him any cash. That's the way you send the message, OIC. You send the message by stop supporting Piggy. Let's keep going.
Tonight's late stream, ladies and gentlemen, was Elden Ring. It was the epic rematch of all rematches. DSP, that's me, versus Melania, the ultimate super boss of FromSoft, take 2. 2 years ago when I first played Elden Ring, she whooped my ass. Remember, it took originally my first stream where I faced her an hour and a half, didn't even get close. Second stream where I faced her, 3 straight hours, didn't do it. Final stream where I beat her, I want to say it was like another 2 to 2.5 hours, and then we got it done. And even then, it was definitely lucky, because the way I beat her, she got kind of stuck against the wall, and I had the blasphemous blade, and I just kept, boom, hitting the weapon art over and over, and she kept basically getting knocked down over and over, couldn't get up, and I killed her that way. So it was kind of big luck. Tonight, everyone was wondering how would Phil do with his magic run. I will not fully spoil, but I will just say, way different experience than the first run. I mastered parts of this fight. I was perfect dodging the waterfall dance. That's crazy. And I promise you, I didn't study videos. I didn't, you know what I mean? I just do it on the fly. I do everything on the fly. I was like, wow. So because I was perfect dodging waterfall dance, it allowed me to try different things. And let me just tell you, and just one more thing, because now people are like, oh, magic build, he probably just nuked her. He just pulled out the Comet Azure spell, or that meteor spell he's been using. He just held down the button and instant won. Wrong. Doesn't work. Does not work on her. I tried. And both of those spells, the Comet Azure spell, hit her a million times and did no damage. She just absorbs it and does like zero, just like tiny negligible hits. Like, does nothing to her health bar. The meteor spell won't hit. It only hit her like once or twice and did almost no damage. She just constantly kind of moves out of the way. I think when she does that bloom in phase 2, it absorbs a lot of hits is what it is. So, yeah, I couldn't do it. I had to beat her legit. So, 2-hour stream tonight. And, yeah, we are officially done with Elden Ring. The second run is complete because there's nothing left to do besides Radagon and the Elden Beast. What's the point of doing that now? I'm not going to do a stream just to do one boss fight. We'll just do it after the DLC in June. So, we're done. I couldn't believe it. I had absolutely no expectations of beating her tonight, and I did it. You're going to see. When I beat her, it was like, wow, that was skillfully done. I'm impressed myself. Quite frankly, I did not think that I would play that well tonight, and I got it done. And I'm like, wow, it's kind of good. We've been doing it for about a month, about 25 or so parts for the second half of this second run. And I really enjoyed my time with it. I want to say thanks to everyone who watched it, but it's good now to get a break from it because now we're playing another Crab's Treasure, which is another Souls-like game. It's good we're not playing too much Souls-like at once now. It's actually perfect timing to end with Elden Ring, so I can focus on that and do some other stuff until the DLC comes out in mid to late June. So that is, enjoy the conclusion of the Elden Ring second run. I hope you liked that Millennia fight. I was blown away at how it went. And well, I'll see you all again if you want more Elden Ring for the Shadows of the Erdtree DLC. I'll be playing it on release day, probably all day long. Okay? But that was today's streams. Wow. Great day of streaming. Absolutely fun. Had a great time. Cannot wait for more. All right? I am not here tomorrow. Tomorrow's my day off. I'll be spending time with my family, running errands, the usual. When I return on Friday, it'll be a pretty epic and celebratory level 1 podcast because I beat Millennia on the first night trying.
Oh, my lord. God. I guess, nerfing. Nerfing will save the business. That's right. Millennia was fucking nerfed. It was nerfed months ago. And I'll give you a little bit of tidbit here. So I played Elden Ring last year, I think it was, or about a year and a half ago, and I got stuck on the Millennia boss fight. I couldn't beat her. I couldn't. I tried days and I couldn't beat her. So your boy Duty rage quit. I'm not great at Soulsborne games anyway. It's not my forte. But I tried playing it because it was an epic game. It looked great, so I gave it a shot. I rage quit Millennia. I was just like, I'm gonna say December, around there, November. I went back to Elden Ring and started playing it again, and I beat Millennia like within an hour. It was so fucking easy. They nerfed her. They nerfed her to the point where even someone like myself who barely plays Souls games was able to beat her. So that's what it is, folks. But I guess nerfing will save the business. By the way, he's not going to mention that he died like 30 times last night. Whatever. Phil, who gives a fuck? This is like a 2-year-old game. Yeah, Elden Ring's a great game, but who gives a fuck? Well, what's this celebratory stream on Friday that because you beat Millennia? Who gives a fuck? Why aren't you playing Stellar Blade? Why are you not playing Stellar Blade, the hype game? The hype game everyone is playing. Why not, Phil? Because you're worried that Derek might coom all over your stream. Is that what you're worried about, Phil? Are you worried that Canadian Kirk may send dollar tips about him wanting to capture and put the main character in a dungeon? Is that what you're worried about, Phil? Are you worried that Fat Cat's gonna get upset and jealous because you're playing a game with someone with such a luscious booty? Is that what it is, Phil? God, you're so fucking pathetic, man. Grow a pair. Stream. If you're going to be a fucking full-time streamer for your job, motherfucker, stream the games people want to watch. Do it, you asshole. And maybe then you won't have to count on fucking nerfing an Elden Ring 3, a 2.5-year-old game, to save your fucking business. Or you should have did stream and you should have talked about the Fappening. Either way, it would have been more fucking interesting what you did last night. But it's just, you keep doing the same things, Phil, and expect a different result. And it's never gonna fucking happen, brother. You need to own the meme. I don't know why you didn't talk about the fucking fat. You should even played it on your stream and made fun of it. And allow fucking people to come in and tip you and make fun of you. And you probably could have made $200 or $300 easily. Why don't you do? Remember when you did a response to the John Howard, to the Howard John Howard? Oh no, excuse me, to Howard and John's interview. You know, where they basically told you to go pound sand. You made all right. You made some money there. You should have did the same thing with the Fappening. You should have done a long form react to the Fappening, and you could have gave all the details about why you decided to fap, how often do you fap, was there a load or no load, the question that we're asking these days. You should have, brother. And you refused to do it because of why? Why? Because that's not good. That's not meaningful content. All right, Phil. That's going to be plastered on your fucking tombstone when you die, brother. And your obituary is going to say, here lies Phil Burnell, the man who fapped on the internet. You know, that's going to be the lead of your obituary, Phil. And there, no matter how much coping and denying or avoiding you try to do, Phil, it's never going to go away because you got people like me, It's a Gundam, TBS, Maricat, Iviga, all of the detractors out there going full force on the May 1st personing. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.